Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a special video because I'm with my bestie Eric, and if you don't know him, you need to because he's so funny. But today we're just gonna get ready and hopefully share our products with you.
First and foremost though, I start with sunscreen.
Yeah, he's way better at wearing sunscreen than I am. Actually, but I did put on the Super Goop matte sunscreen, so I do have a little bit on today, surprisingly. All right, I think I'm gonna start off with my eyebrows. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Brown. Also, he got the Anastasia, what is it, like brow?
The
brow freeze. Yes.
The Anastasia brow freeze.
The long-awaited, tough to get product.
Extremely tough to get. I was contemplating driving 2 hours to go get it.
Yeah, let us know if you guys tried to get it and it like wasn't available, because I'm curious if it's like if they didn't make that many products or if it's just like super popular. It could be either one. But the reason why I brought that up is because I do have that on my brows, so they kind of look like laminated a little bit. And so I'm just like filling in the gaps.
The animal that best describes me would be a killer whale, just because they stay with their family until death, I guess.
Ooh, like an orca.
Because I can definitely see myself being extremely close to my family until, obviously, I go.
Oh yeah, I can see that for sure. I really don't know. I feel like I want to say like a hawk or some type of like top of the food chain predator, like someone that doesn't really die often. So like probably like a hawk, because they live to be like so old, and I think it's because like they eat everything and nothing really eats them. Yeah, if you're local and you've been wanting eyebrows, check out my description below because I will have it in there.
If your house was burning and you can only save one item, what would it be?
I would say my journal, because I have a bracelet I got for my grandma, and I have one of her notes in there as well, and then I have like just everything I've ever written in the past like year. So I feel like that's something that I would probably get because you can't really replace that.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely would take that. I guess if I could only grab one thing on the way out, I would grab water, because we would be exhausted.
I love that. Like, such a logical answer. Because it's true, you would do that. Well, you're thinking like, too, like, short term.
Well, we have a lot of photo albums, so I wouldn't be able to grab them all. I'd only be able to grab one photo album. So it's like, to say I would grab a photo album, it would be, like, too complicated for me to pick one. And I wouldn't be able to take, like, the boxes of all the photo albums.
Yeah.
You know? So it would be like, what do? Grab one photo?
Very true.
You know? No, I changed my answer. I guess the one thing I would take, for sure, I would definitely take, when my grandma passed away, she had a little parrot figurine in one of these, like, china casings. Mm-hmm. And, before they cleaned her house out, I took it. And it's been in my room on my bookcase since. So I guess that's probably, like, the only thing that's, like, meaningful to me that I would want to take.
If you could change one law, what would it be?
Why are you both looking at that? I think I would change, I guess, more aggressive hate crime laws, because even, like, racist stuff feel like gets swept underneath. Mm-hmm. Just as much as, like, depending the state you're in, just as much as, like, gay crimes do. So I feel like something, like, along the lines of, like, more aggressive hate crime laws, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like you. Like, it's hard to pick one because there's not one that should come before. Like, I don't know what should come first. This definitely probably isn't the one I would change first, but I do think it needs to change, and that's the death penalty. I feel like even if there's 1% or less of a chance that someone's innocent, that right there should end it. Like, there should be no more. Yeah. Because even if you lose one person, like, even if you if the state kills one person who might be innocent, not worth it. I'm using the Makeup by Mario Master Matte. Surprise, surprise. I just always use this because it has all my crease colors. And I'm just, like, doing a crease.
Seriously. And I'm starting with the Dose of Colors Baked Browns. That's, like, my everyday go-to. If I could pack one palette to take with me on a trip, it'd probably be that. I'm gonna use the Nude Medium by Huda Beauty. Not sure what we're starting out with, but we're gonna figure it out.
Yes, I got that palette because I heard a lot of people talking about her like little square palettes, and I actually really like it. So now I'm going in with a like more cream color, and I'm gonna put this on my eyelid because this is just what I do.
This is just what I do.
This is just my brand, okay?
We're back.
I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof eyeliner. Would you rather live in the city or the woods?
I'd rather live in the woods because then I would have a yard. I feel like living in the city, you don't have a front lawn or a backyard, and that's a huge sacrifice when I have animals.
Yeah, for sure.
Me worried about my animals.
I would definitely say the woods, like hands down, totally. I can't do too many people. I can't do things too close to each other. I can't do any type of city.
Thank you, neighbor.
I thought you were gonna say, so kind of you to shut the fuck up.
So kind of you to pipe down.
Has to.
If you could time travel, would you go to the past or would you go to the future? As sad as it sounds, I would go to the past for sure, so I could see my grandparents.
Yeah, I would say I would want to go to the past because I wouldn't know what's in my future. I don't want to know what's in my future.
Yeah, I feel like that's scary to like already have those answers.
Well, yeah, and then it's like I already feel like I'm getting older like every 5 seconds. So every year goes by like that, and then I don't want to keep going forward. So, yeah, as you said, as depressing as it sounds or whatever you said, I would go back to the past. All right, so I'm going to go in with I used the Urban Decay Electric palette, which I love that he has that because I remember like on YouTube back in the day when I would watch, this was like the biggest thing was this electric palette. Like every influencer had it, and I remember being like, I don't need that because I never use color. But I feel like I've done my I want my makeup to look more edgy sometimes, even though I still am trying to master the like cut crease and graphic liner. I do love how it looks, so I'm glad I had an electric color to use in my inner corner. So that's what I used for the pink. I just went in with my Hangover RX primer for my face.
So for my face primer, I typically always use 2. So my first primer I'm going to use is going to be the All Nighter face primer. That's like more of like a serum jelly kind of consistency, so it feels like more of like a lotion, I guess, if you would say. And then I typically use a pore smoothing primer only in a certain area.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also am going in with the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, and this is a pore filler.
Honestly, even if you're not wearing makeup, wearing a pore smoothing primer throughout the day is a really nice trick to make your skin look super smooth and more even without adding color. So it's kind of a little cheat product.
On my palette, my cute little palette, I'm putting the Born This Way and the Charlotte Tilbury Airlush. Literally, the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And
so for pore smoothing, I'm going to use the spackle mattifying, and I only apply a little bit in the center of my face. So everyone on Instagram decided what foundation I was going to use. We went the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, which was my first choice to begin with, so thank you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and use Alyssa's Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer. It's a stick bronzer. Hopefully.
And I'm going to use that too. I'm going to add some Fenty cream bronzer in Honey Glaze.
And I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Rich Ebony. And honestly, I'm not super nice with it. I kind of dab it on and just kind of blend it to darken my face before I apply my foundation. So it's not like something super sculpted or defined. It's just to kind of add that depth before I apply the color on top. Always, like, I have a love-hate relationship with concealers. I feel like I'm always on the hunt looking for like the next concealer or the next concealer that works well with my skin. But I'm never satisfied with one. And I try it definitely with multiple different application tools or setting it in different ways. But honestly, under eye concealer is really hard to find something that meshes with your body chemistry and your skin.
For sure. So I just did...
I make a concoction of what I want.
Basically. I did the Born This Way in Almond, and I did the KKW concealer in 5.
If you guys know what Juno & Co. is, but their sponges are super affordable, and I absolutely love them. This is the Cloud Sponge, and it's a dual-sided sponge, but it's super fluffy.
Oh, that foundation is gorgeous.
Yeah, honestly,
it looks so
I was
good.
very reluctant to try the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk because I've always been like a matte girl. Like, oh, it's going to last forever because it's matte. And as I've gotten older, I'm like, I need something with a little bit more of a luminosity so that way it looks more skin-like.
I'm going to go in with the Sweet Peach Peony from Nude Sticks. And I'm just going to take a stippling brush and go over my... Well, not really go over my bronzer, but right above my bronzer and kind of blend them together. I'm setting under my eyes with the Laura Mercier in Honey and Translucent. One's dark, one's light. And I like to put it on the sides of my nose to kind of like contour even more.
So for my under eye concealer, I'm starting out with the Cover. So in order to, or on top of my Cover FX Power Play Concealer, I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer as a brightener.
And I'm using the Hoola Caramel Bronzer powder. And I'm also going to use the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer that I have. It's called, I don't know, 2 medium.
Yes.
I'm going to go in with the KKW Blush Duo in Classic Pink.
And I just picked this up yesterday. It's the Rare Beauty Nearly Mauve Cream Blush. And we're going to go ahead and give this a try.
Ooh, we love her. On
top of that, with my Patrick Ta Cream and Powder Blush Duo in Oh, She's Different.
Okay.
Cause girl.
I'm gonna take my Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray because I'm gonna go in with highlighter.
So I put on my blush, cream, powder, and then I go in with a powder contour color. I do my makeup really weird. I feel like I kind of go back and forth with my steps. So for my contour color, I'm gonna use the NARS Cosmetics bronzing powder in the shade Laguna. I actually got this as a 100-point perk, and I was very skeptical.
Me all the time.
I was very skeptical, honestly, to use it because when I first saw it, I was like, girl, this is super light. I am not a white girl. There's no way this is going to work for me. And I actually kept it closed in the box for a couple months before I dared to open it. And I decided to open it, apply it on top of my makeup, and I feel like it gives you just the right amount of carving or just the right amount of contour because it's more of a gray tone. It gives you that like real chiseled look.
Like shadow.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bronzer. Thanks to Nima for recommending this. She is a woman of color, if not a gorgeous queen.
Her skin tone is just
immaculate. Period.
Literally, like, it's so good.
Yeah, so she used this. It's the Dior Luminizer in Golden Glow 03. And ever since I saw it on her, I've always wanted to buy it. And the other day, I finally took the leap. So this is the first time I'm actually applying it onto my face.
I'm just taking some transition colors, and I'm just going under my eyes. Just so that I'm not totally abandoning my under eye.
So I'm applying my lip liner. This is the KKW Beauty Nude 2 lip liner. Go ahead with the Juvia's Place matte lipstick in the shade Lady. I'm just gonna kind of apply this into the center. I don't really do it nice. It's just kind of sloppily. Like.
All right, guys. So basically, we have finished. Is what we're saying here.
Yeah, we're done.
My camera was dead and then charged it. Dead again. No memory. So now we're here at the end of the video.
They don't want to see us win.
I'm just gonna finish off with the All Nighter Spray by Airbrush and Decay.
And I'm gonna use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury.
Make it rain and clear it out.